Here are the best stock video sites in 2023. From awesome free stock video options to premium stock footage subscriptions, these are the best royalty-free sites to level up your videos quickly and easily. So I'm going to share with you my shortlist of the top options right now. But the biggest thing that I want you to be aware of, no matter which service you end up using, is that you want to be across the licensing piece. Now, these options here on my shortlist do make the licensing so much easier than a lot of the other options out there. But no matter which platform or service you're using, you want to make sure that you are compliant legally with the clips that you're using and any requirements that you have in terms of crediting the service or the content creator that made those clips. You want to make sure that you're compliant in those regards. But in terms of free options, my top two recommendations right now are Pexels and Pixabay. Both of these are great options with decent stock footage libraries. They're both easy enough to search through to quickly find the clips that you're after. And again, they both make the licensing piece relatively easy as well. So here, for instance, on Pexels website under license information, they even say that they make it simple. They clearly say what's allowed, what's not allowed. And they even say here that attribution's not required, but giving credit to the photographer or to Pexels isn't necessary, but it's always appreciated. And just the same with Pixabay under licensing. Again, they make this whole piece really, really easy. Content is for free. You can use it without needing to give attribution to the author, although giving credit is always appreciated. And you have the ability to modify or adapt the content into new works. And again, they also cover here what you can't do with it. But both of these are great options for stock video footage, but also photos in terms of Pexels website as well. Whereas Pixabay also has illustration, vectors, music, sound effects, and GIFs as well. And with any of the sites, free or the paid ones that we're about to cover, they're only really as good as finding the shots that you're after, having the footage for you to be able to use. So it's a good idea, no matter which one you end up with, that you're actually browsing their catalogs first and seeing what footage is actually on there, seeing if they've got what you need before you end up signing up. So that's the free stuff out of the way. Now we're going to move into the paid options, which is generally what I would recommend. Generally, what you'll find with the paid options is that the whole navigation, the search functionality, the ability for you to find clips quickly and easily does become easier and is more powerful on the paid options. Also, generally, the library of stock footage is much more comprehensive, and in a lot of cases as well, it's higher quality. And I say generally because Pixabay and Pexels are still good options. So these are my top options right now when it comes to paid options in no particular order. And after I share these, I'm also going to share with you which ones we're currently using at Primal Video. So option number one is Envato Elements. And this is one of those services where it packs a punch. There's a lot more in here than just stock video footage. Obviously that's in here as well, but you also get video templates for all the top video editing tools, access to royalty-free music, sound effects, graphic templates, presentation templates, photos, fonts, and so much more. There's even a category here called more. But in terms of stock video footage, they've got a library here of over 5 million stock video clips and also close to 100,000 video templates in here as well. So the overall interface and finding clips is really, really straightforward and really easy in here. There is a search up the top. We can narrow the search down to just stock video first, and let's just type something in. Let's go Meteor. So it says that this has returned 3,257 results for this random term, but this is also including some motion graphics added in here as well. So if we just select stock footage, just to give you an idea, you can see how you can quickly preview the clips here. We can just put the mouse over and the clips are going to play. There's also an option here to show similar clips to this one, and those are going to show up down the side here. But the overall experience is very fluid and very easy to find stuff. Let's try something else. Person walking on beach. So you can see we've got lots of results that have shown up here if we scroll through. Some of these look related to what we searched for, some of them not. Maybe it's picked up person walking in this case. Some of these look like a beach, some of them not. But regardless, you can see that the huge library that they have here. And in terms of licensing, they make it easy for you here as well. One simple commercial license. So it's one license that you can use. And it says here that you can use with confidence on both work and personal projects. And again, with any of these services, you want to make sure that you're checking out their licensing page so that you know you're legally covered. And in terms of pricing, if you're an individual, then you can jump on the $16.50 per month plan. Again, this is including everything here on Envato Elements. So the millions of creative assets, unlimited downloads, the simple commercial licensing, and you have the ability to cancel anytime. If you're a student, then there is a discount for you here too. And there's also an option here for teams as well, where you can specify the amount of team members you have and that need access to this, and you can customize up a plan from here too. One of the things I love about Envato Elements is the extra stuff that you get access to. So Video Hive is one of our top recommended places to get video templates. And that's actually owned by Envato, so same company. So you get access to a lot of those templates and things in your Envato subscription. The next option is Motion Array. And this is another one where you're not just getting access to the stock video footage, you also get access to a bunch of other stuff as well. So in here, you also get access to their templates, the presets, audio, you've got images and plugins and tools as well. So in under tools, they even have their own video collaboration tool. Think frame.io for video review. There's one that's built in here, very much the same in Motion Array too. But in terms of the stock footage here, once again, it's a really easy to use, intuitive layout. There's different categories for the different types of footage here, all to help you find what you're after. So you can sort by different resolutions, different orientations. So if you're looking for specifically portrait or vertical footage, then you can sort by that here too. Different frame rates, different usage rights as well. And there's also a Motion Array Adobe extension too. So if you are using the Adobe tools, then you can integrate this directly into your workflow. Let's just run some of those same tests from before, see what comes up. We scroll down, see the different types. Again, if we mouse over, then they're going to preview those for us. A big explosion into a mushroom cloud. Yeah, lots of different options in here. Let's try our other search, person walking on beach. Okay, so we are seeing more here that are related to this with people and beaches. So that's good to see. And the way that this search here works as well is we've currently typed this in as one phrase, but I can clear this because we could have sub searches or search for multiple things at a time. So we could go person walking and run that search. And then we could go add another search to this as well, beach. So we could go person walking and beach, and it's going to find both of these together. So essentially we're going to find the same thing here, but there's different ways that we have the ability to search here too. So yes, we're seeing a lot of the same clips. Now, in my experience, I'd say that the level of quality of the clips on here is probably a next level to what you have on places like Envato Elements. And it could just be the searches and the things that I've been looking for. But generally, we do find that the clips are next level in terms of production level quality. Now, in terms of pricing, once again, you've got multiple options. And knowing it, again, this isn't just the stock footage. This is all the extra stuff that you get access to as well. You have the option to jump on their annual plan, which is $239.88 per year, which works out as just under $20 per month, but paying annually. You could also jump on a month-to-month basis. That's going to cost you $29.99 per month. Or again, there's also a Teams option here for 2 members, billed annually, $37.50 per month. And just like the previous options and the next options as well, the licensing here is super straightforward. They got a license here to use anywhere. But I do think it's really good that you do have the option for a month-to-month monthly subscription. Some of the other options, they'll quote you as a monthly fee, but it's billed annually, and that's your only option. The next option, and again, in no particular order, is Artlist. Now, this is one that not that long ago, Artlist was just for stock music. It was a great music and sound effects site, and we use it at Primal Video. But now it's so much more than that. So much the same as Motion Array, you get access to the stock footage, the music, the sound effects, also templates and plugins as well. But this one also has some dedicated apps that are included. So Artlist now owns what was HitFilm previously. So amazing free and paid video editing software is now included in Artlist depending on which plan you're on. And this isn't just basic video editing software, it's actually really, really powerful. What we're here for is the stock footage piece. So let's come over here. You can see once again, really intuitive interface. They're featured or they're popular clips here at the start. We get the option on the side here to go through the different categories. So we can browse this footage by video theme. So inside of this, we've got all our different categories here of the types of footage we could be looking for, even shot type. So even whether the footage was handheld or filmed off a tripod, or even the time of day down here as well. And then under people, the other category, we get to choose different genders, different ethnicity, age brackets, the number of people in your shot. So it's cool to see all those different categories and things as breakdown. But once again, we've also got a search feature at the top here. And they're now saying that this is also now AI powered search. So if we search here for things like Meteor, and again, you can see with lots of options, we put the mouse over them, they play. This one actually feels really snappy. These are playing fast. If we keep going down, look at some of the different options. I mean, some of these look very similar to Motion Array. I'm not saying that they are the same, but fun fact, they are actually owned by the same company now, Artlist and Motion Array. So maybe there is some overlap in here. And let's go back here and let's try our other one. Person walking on a beach. Okay, we're starting to see we're getting a lot of related, relevant footage to exactly what we searched for. And if you look at the quality again on these shots, I would say that this is kind of the next level up again from what I've seen on Motion Array. So lots of really nice professionally shot footage. And I think that comes from where Artlist really started with their stock footage site piece. Before it was all integrated in under the name Artlist, there was actually a service called ArtGrid, same company, which was aimed at just professionally shot stock footage. So if you're after the most professional stuff, then that's where ArtGrid came in. But now it's all under the one banner of Artlist. And yeah, it's got all the really professional stuff in here too. I'm going back to our search here, just the same as Motion Array. We can use these as keywords. So we could do walking, search for that, add beach, search for that. So the two of them do work very, very similar as well. Now, Artlist is actually one of our top recommended stock music sites and where we go to get a lot of the music for the videos on this channel. So I absolutely love that you've got options now to get your stock footage here and decent stock footage from here now too, plus all the extra stuff that they offer. Now, in terms of pricing, there's actually a few different options here. In terms of the footage, which is what we're talking about here, we can access just the footage and the templates for $29.99 per month, billed annually. So they're not actually showing a monthly option here for this one. They've also got plans here just for music and sound effects on a social account, meaning that there are some licensing restrictions as to where that music can be used. But that's starting at $9.99 per month, billed annually, or $14.99 per month, billed monthly. There is a pro version of that, which is an unlimited license. So it removes any restrictions around where your music can be posted or used. And that starts at $16.58 per month, billed annually. But the one that I think is most interesting here, if you're someone who does want the music and the sound effects and the footage, templates and everything built in, is their Artlist Max subscription. And this is really their new kid on the block. This is their all-you-can-eat subscription. This one's gonna cost you $39.99 per month, billed annually. So this is all the music, the sound effects, the footage up to 8K quality, video templates, their pro version of the video editing app. They've also got an image editing app and access to the plugins here too. So again, a similar sort of offering to Motion Array, different pricing arrangements there in terms of a monthly option or monthly but paying annually, but also the differences in what's included in each of them. And the last option on my shortlist here is Storyblocks. And this is one that we have been using for a long time at Primal Video. These guys were one of the first to come out with an unlimited subscription for this, which just made the whole licensing really, really easy, but also the ability for you to jump in, find clips quickly and use them without needing to buy them on a clip-by-clip basis. Once again, you're not just getting access to the stock footage. Obviously, that's in here too. We also get animated backgrounds, there's templates, there's audio, so music and sound effects in here as well, and images as well. They also have an Adobe Creative Cloud plugin too, just like some of the other options we mentioned. Meaning if you are using tools like Adobe Premiere, you can quickly find your stock footage and stuff right from your editing timeline. But in terms of the overall interface and the usability, I definitely don't think it's as nice to look at or to use as Motion Array or as Artlist, but it is still very functional. So if we come up the top here, we get to choose what is it that we're searching for. Let's choose footage. Let's type in our running search here. We can see the number of results here. It's got a lot of other suggested searches for this too. So if you're not finding what you're looking for in here, then it's suggesting that you run some of these too. Again, you put your mouse over it, the clips play. This again is very snappy as well. Clips are playing very, very quickly. They also have the option here when you put your mouse over a clip that if you liked this clip and you're going to download and purchase this, then you also can access recommended music to use with this clip too. You also have the ability to open up your clips here with their editor, with Maker. So that's their basic video editing tool that just runs online. And if we click on a clip, you can see what it's available in the different resolutions and file types. Again, here's our recommended music, and here's similar footage that's related to this clip, or maybe uploaded by the same creator, which makes it easy for you to find related clips. Let's go back and try our other search. Person walking on beach, seeing lots of clips that are related to that, which is good. And you can see that we've got a lot of options down here. Now, in terms of the quality of the clips, it really is a mix. There's some of these that really look professionally shot. There's some of them that look like they were shot on a handy cam as well. So it's a mix, and depending on what it is that you're after, you might want something that's not always professionally shot. But overall, I'd say that this one has the largest range or largest mix of things that are professionally shot, things that aren't, whereas things like Artlist and Motion Array tend to be more professionally shot overall. And again, that's just my experience with the things that I've been looking for. Now, in regards to pricing, there's a few different options. If you're an individual, you want to have the licensing in an individual person's name, then these are the options that you've got. You've got the starter plan for $15 per month. Now, that is per month billed annually. It does say here that there are monthly plans available, but there's no indication of pricing on their website here for that. Maybe that's something that shows up once you create an account, you hit the checkout and you customize the plan that you want, but there's a lot of steps to get to that point. So they're really trying to push you here on the build annually piece. But this starter plan will give you 5 total downloads per month. So just 5 things that you download per month. That's going to limit you to the HD footage. It's also going to give you the music tracks, photos, vectors, and illustrations included in that 5 monthly downloads too. But their most popular plan and their unlimited all access plan is going to cost you $30 per month. Again, billed annually, with monthly plans also available. But this is going to give you access to all the HD footage, all the 4K footage, the After Effects templates, music and sound effects, photos, vectors, and illustrations as well, with no cap or no limit as to how much you can download throughout that month. And then up from that, and much the same, is their Pro plan for $35 US a month billed annually. But the main difference is that this Pro one includes their Adobe Creative Cloud plugin, which in my experience is definitely worth the extra $5 per month. If you're using the Adobe tools, then it definitely can speed up your workflow in finding stock footage. And the way that it integrates is really well done. So in my opinion, those are the best stock footage sites right now. Obviously, there's a little bit more to consider when you're looking at the different options, what's included in each of them. Some of them including a bunch of extra stuff and extra resources to help you with your video creation, your music, your sound effects, and all of that stuff. Consider the quality of the videos that are in there, also the amount of videos. And this is where, again, it's a good idea to jump in and to start to look for the types of things that you'd want to be using in your video projects to try and find the best option for you personally. For us at Primal Video, our #1 go-to place where we're going for stock video footage is Storyblocks. We just find the whole licensing and everything really, really easy. I love the integration into the Adobe suite, as I mentioned. And for us, we're really not using a lot of those extra tools and plugins and things. But it's also the case where you could definitely end up having a bunch of different subscriptions, some for music, some for stock footage, some for video templates. And I can see that really changing the decision-making process here. So the option that I'm probably most excited about here, looking at all the options out here, is Artlist. Their music collection is solid. It's one of our top picks for music sites. Their video footage and the quality of it coming from ArtGrid, now all being integrated, that to me is super interesting, and that's the one that I'm watching the most. Also though, I think it'd be interesting to see how this plays out with Artlist and Motion Array. I'm not sure if they're going to merge at some point. They're already owned by the same company, so who knows what's going to happen. But right now they are still 2 separate options with different offers and different pricing to match. So for us, we're currently using Storyblocks, but Artlist is the one that I'm probably most interested in moving forward. So now that you've got your stock footage sites sorted, if you're looking for stock music and sound effects to use in your videos, then check out the videos that are linked on screen. As always, we've got a bunch of resources down in the description below to help you with your video creation, with your YouTube growth and the monetization. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.